Namaste. I'm so glad that you decided to play this guided meditation. So let's get set up in a nice, comfortable seat. We'll be doing some pranayama or breathing exercises in the beginning. So I do encourage you to stay seated for this first part. And then after that, if you're more comfortable laying down for the remainder of the meditation, then you're welcome to do so. So finding your comfortable seat, both sitting bones rooted down into the earth, sitting up nice and tall. You can have one foot in front of the other. Perhaps you're sitting cross-legged, or some even prefer to rest on the shins. Perhaps you sit on the edge of a blanket, a bolster, a block, or a cushion. Pause the video if you need to and really get yourself set up so that you can enjoy this first part of the meditation. So once you find your comfortable seat, go ahead and rest the hands somewhere comfortable on the lap. Closing the eyes, crown of the head reaches upward. Feeling the head over the heart and the heart over the hips. Creating this long line of energy from the base of the spine all the way to the top of the head. First, just noticing your breath, the natural pattern of your breath, as breath moves and flows freely in and out of the nose. Notice where the breath exists in your body. Now beginning to deepen the breath. Start to send the breath down into the low lungs. Feel the low belly expand. Inhale again as the breath moves into low lungs. And then feel the breath move up into the ribs, releasing the breath in the low belly and just focusing awareness on the rib cage. As you exhale, allow everything to hug back into the center line. Navel presses back. Inhale again. Breath moves into low lungs. Rises up into the ribs. And if you can, bring the breath up into the chest and the collarbones. Feel the collarbones spread at the top of the breath. Exhale like a wave. Everything melts back into center. The chest, the ribs, the navel, hug back in. Breathing this way again, inhale low lungs, middle lungs and ribs expand, upper lungs and chest flare out. Exhale, everything comes back in to center. This is called 3-part breath or Dirga breath, and I invite you to take a few more rounds at your own pace. Really noticing all 3 parts that exist in the lungs and trying to fill the breath in each part fully without rushing or forcing, but just allowing the breath to move freely into these areas of the body. If it's helpful for you, you can also place the hands on the low belly as you breathe down into the low lungs. Move the hands up to the ribs as you flare the ribs out to the sides. And then bring the hands up to the chest to feel the collarbones lift. As you exhale, the hands can melt back down to the tops of the legs. Taking one more round of Dirga breath. Good. Now keeping the eyes closed, start to take a bend in that right elbow, placing the left hand directly under the right elbow, right about navel level. So this right hand, you'll tuck the 3 middle fingers in so that the pinky and the thumb are extending outward. Now this is how I like to do this next breathing exercise, Nadi Shodhana, although the more traditional way is to have the ring finger pointing upward as well. For my hand, it doesn't feel as comfortable to have the ring finger extended, so just experiment with your own hand. See if it feels good to have ring and pinky finger extended, or if you'd like to tuck the ring finger down as well. So for this next breathing exercise is called Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So we'll begin once again with the eyes closed, breathing up through the left side nostril and closing off the right side nostril with the thumb. So as you inhale, breathe up the left side, closing off the right. And then allow the pinky, maybe pinky and ring finger, to close off the left nostril and exhale down the right. Breathing up again through the right side. Close off the right nostril and breathe out the left. Inhale up the left. Close the left nostril and exhale through the right. Breathe up the right nostril. Close it off with the thumb and exhale through the left. Keep moving with your own breath and at your own pace. Always exhaling and then inhaling on the same side before switching to the next. And as you breathe this way, in this alternate nostril breathing, as you clear the channels of the body, you begin to create space for the process of illuminating your darkest truths. Although this is a new moon meditation, we're also resting in Pluto retrograde, and Pluto is asking us to take a look at the spiritual growth, to look at topics that are sometimes difficult to look at. You may feel a strong momentum moving you forward. However, there's also a current or a tide of energy subtly pulling you back. This energy is asking you to reflect and digest things that may have already happened in your life. So perhaps imagining this tide or this current as you're continuing on this alternate nostril breathing. And the next time that you exhale through the left side nostril, allow the hands to fall down to your lap, gently resting them on top of the legs. Realigning the spine. If you notice that you're reaching a little forward, try to bring your head back over your heart and your heart over your hips. Take a moment here to notice the energy, however subtle it may be. Noticing the effects of this pranayama practice. This current is bringing up contemplative questions such as, what lessons have I learned from these experiences that I've been through? How have I changed and grown since experiencing this? Who am I today in relationship to who I was then? Who am I becoming? Who do I want to be? Pluto represents death and rebirth. So just as the caterpillar eventually emerges from its cocoon, you too have the ability to bundle up in your darkness and decide what you want to leave behind for your transformation. Just as a phoenix rises from the ashes, you too may feel a slight burn from the fire of experiences that haven't been digested properly yet. So if you'd like to transition now into a more comfortable posture, perhaps laying down on the earth, perhaps you feel comfortable just as you are, I just want to give you the opportunity to get yourself a little bit more comfortable before we move even deeper into this meditation. So go ahead and pause the video if you'd like to readjust, and if not, we'll keep going. So as I mentioned, the phoenix rising from the ashes, this idea of fire and burning and transformation reminds me of alchemy. Alchemy is transformation. Alchemy is change. Alchemy may not always feel comfortable, but it's necessary in order to keep evolving. Pluto's two main themes are money and power. So Pluto in retrograde is asking you to get honest about how much you're motivated by the need for recognition, for money, for authority, and for power. On the flip side, you may need to look at your abundance or lack thereof mindset. Your relationship to abundance could be responsible for any stagnation in your journey. If you're not vibrating at the same frequency as the flow of abundance, then you're not open to receive the flow of abundance. Let this be a time where you tend to your relationship to this vibration of abundance. So taking a moment exactly where you are, feeling into the body, feeling into the breath. Returning now to your natural breath pattern, not forcing or altering or deepening the breath, but just allowing it to be as it is. Noticing the smoothness or any restrictions in your breath. and allowing yourself to be fully in this moment. With this Taurus new moon's stable, solid, and grounded energy, you have a reliable and steady force right now to keep you mindful and present during this time of introspection. As Taurus is an earth sign, you can draw from Taurus strengths by spending time outside in nature. And if you can't be outside, then perhaps you bring nature inside to you in these next few weeks, using the strength and stability of Taurus to feel firmly rooted in your truth. I invite you to consider your connection to your core values and beliefs, and notice where you may have gotten disconnected from any aspect of your truth. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of day-to-day life and forget what's so true to you, what feels so natural to you, what feels so important to you. Using affirmations can help you realign with your truth, to realign with the abundance that already is and is accessible to you. In a moment, I'll be sharing some affirmations with you, and some may resonate, some may not. But after this meditation, I do invite you to go back and listen to this series of affirmations again and write down just a few that resonate with you, a few that you can repeat again and again through this next moon cycle. But before we begin these affirmations, I invite you to welcome in a mudra, a gesture of the hands. And this one is called Mera Prana Kriya Mudra, the gesture of mental vigor. I'll say that again. Mera Prana Kriya Mudra, gesture of mental vigor. The quality of this mudra is to welcome thoughts and feelings and is very simple to practice. You'll need your thumb and your index finger, and you'll simply place your index finger right in the center of your thumb on each hand. Taking both hands and allowing them to rest down, either on the earth if you're laying down or on your lap if you're seated. The middle ring and pinky fingers should be extending outward. Take a moment here just to notice and feel how this mudra settles for you. If at any time it feels uncomfortable to practice this mudra, then you can always release the hands and let them rest comfortably on the lap or the earth. Take a deep breath in and a smooth breath out. Now allow yourself to be open to receiving these affirmations. And remember, if something doesn't feel true to you, you don't have to hold on to it. You can simply let it pass. Only holding on to and allowing the affirmations that resonate with you into your energetic space. Breathing in your natural pattern. Head over heart, heart over hips. Feel your heart space shining forward. The eyes are still closed, allowing the attention to go inward for this journey. I have the potential for anything that I want in life. I can already feel improvement. I know that the universe is abundant. I'm coming closer into alignment with what I want. The universe is yielding to me a steady path. I know that my abundance won't come all at once, and that's okay. I appreciate the steady stream of abundance flowing to me. I love knowing that I'm the creator of my reality. Good things are coming to me today. My thoughts are the architects of my destiny. Life is happening for me, not to me. I trust the process and let go of the need to control the outcome. I'm aware of my emotions and let them go without becoming attached to them. I live in the moment. I suck the marrow out of life, savoring each drop. My life is not complicated. I live as it comes and find the beauty that is all around me. I am like water. I flow down the path of least resistance in life. I know that in order to change my life, I must change my thoughts and I must change my habits. I welcome change. I accept change as a positive force in life. I'm strong enough to look at my past and know that I am no longer that person. I am capable of processing my undigested feelings and releasing them back to the universe. I know that I don't have to process my undigested feelings all in one day. I know that to process is a process, and I trust that I'm exactly where I need to be in that. I choose to look at my past as my teacher and learn lessons from my previous experiences. I choose to shine my light to illuminate the darkness. I know that I have some more growing to do, and that's okay. I like the evolution of life and the journey that I'm on. I show compassion to myself when I feel uncomfortable with change. Change is alchemy. Change is growth. I move through change with grace and ease, knowing that it's part of the alchemy of life. I'm stepping into a receiving state. I'm open to receiving all of the gifts this universe has to offer me. I know that when I'm restless, irritable, and discontent, all I have to do is remember that happiness and joy are always available to me. I know that once I'm open to receiving happiness and joy, it will flow through me effortlessly. Allowing thoughts and feelings to arise and pass freely removes the obstacles along my journey. Take a deep breath in, a smooth breath out, releasing the mudra and bringing the hands to rest, right hand on top of the heart and left hand on top of the right. Begin to breathe into the hands, bringing the breath all the way up into the chest, the collarbones. Allowing yourself to feel expansive across your heart space. Letting this be a 360 breath, so 360 degrees all around the back side of the body as well. So breathe into the back of the heart. Allowing your heart to expand in every which direction that it's capable of. And I invite you right now to release anything that's standing in the way of you connecting to this joy, this radiance, this abundance, this strength from the universe. As you transition through these next several months in Pluto retrograde, know that you're not alone. Know that you have the resources available to you. All you have to do is become aware and tap into them. So when things feel hard, when things feel shaky, when things feel unrooted, remember this Taurus energy. Remember your roots are firmly planted into the earth. You are not separate from, you are a part of. And just as this analogy goes, there are so many islands that look separate from each other, but they're connected from the ocean floor. So although you may feel separate from, you are connected to this collective force, this beautiful, expansive, powerful energy. You are not alone. So I invite you here to set an intention for your next few months in Pluto retrograde. What is your intention? How would you like to change? And it doesn't have to be a specific, I want to change blank. It could be the way that you process change. It could be the feelings that you're open to exploring. It could be how you choose to look at your past, how you choose to process, how you choose to move forward. So don't get stuck on wanting to change just one thing, because there may be more than one thing to change through this process, through this journey. So instead, allow this intention to be more on a feeling, committing to being open, perhaps, to exploring, to being open to this abundance, to being open to the alchemy, the change that's always present, always evolving, whether you like it or not. Bringing hands to heart center, lifting the heart up to meet the thumbs, slightly bowing the head down in honor and reverence of your path, of your journey, your own unique journey that does not need to look like anyone else's, nor should it. You are this beautiful, special, and unique creation. So take a moment to honor that. Honor where you're at today. And we'll seal in this entire meditation practice with the sacred sound of Om. If you'd like to join in, please do, but also know that you can just sit back and listen to this universal resonance, this universal sound that once again reminds us that we're all connected, that we're not separate from, that we can be unique, but also part of a bigger collective. So we'll inhale first and then chant. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Smooth breath out. Opening the eyes. Namaste, my friend. As always, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this meditation, if anything came up for you. I did link some really helpful resources and I added those affirmations to the description below just to make it easier for you to look through and choose what you want to work on over the next couple weeks through this next moon cycle. So if you want to go through the meditation again and listen to the affirmations, sometimes listening to them will resonate more than reading them. Please do, but I wanted to give you the option either way so that it's easier to find what works for you. So I do hope that if you're local to Tampa that you'll join us for our next full moon circle coming up on May 28th. It's a Friday night this time, and we'll be doing another in-person session at the Lotus Pond Center for Yoga and Health. So more information about that is linked in the description, and if you need help with registration, just reach out. For now, all you need to do is work on allowing and trusting and absorbing. So this is something that happens on a day-to-day. There is no expectation that you're supposed to transform and change all at once. So let this be part of your journey. Let this be part of your experience. And I look forward to discussing more of this with you in our next circle. Love and light, my friends.